Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to Amir's podcast, where we explore stories of friendship, resilience, and power of community. I'm your host, Amir Ardabili. Thanks for being with us. My today's guest is someone extremely special to me, truly special to me, Mr. Steve Kleiman, who's been a dedicated member of Amir Academy for over 40 years. I can tell you he probably doesn't like to hear that, but he is the oldest active member of Amir Academy and still trains 5 days a week, which is very inspiring. It's incredible. And when he comes to class, he brings the energy and he has full commitment in training. But beyond all that, Steve is a highly successful businessman. He's a mentor to me personally for the last 40 years, and also a mentor and a great friend to many others at the academy that I know of. We've been able to stand by each other, as a friend through thin and thick for many years. Me, born as a Muslim, and he's a Jewish gentleman who was born and proud Jewish man. By providing the respect, the love and loyalty and the martial arts that training, that camaraderie that we have, we were able to overcome many differences. And unfortunately, we see that a lot in today's world. Religion becomes a problem between people, and we would not allow that. What the values that he sets, and the unity, lifelong learning, and the true friendship, it's amazing. I'm honored to share this story with you guys today. Steve, thanks for joining us. Thanks for being here.
Thanks for having me.
You know I love you. Is that right?
Vice versa.
All right, good, good. Anyway, let's just start with the biggest question for everyone is that when they hear your age, they're going to say, wow, he's been training for that long. Longevity and dedication. And that's the first thing comes to my head. You've been training at the Amir Academy for over 40 years, and you still come to class 5 days a week. I mean, I know it because I train you.
That's right. Yeah.
I'm here. And, explain that. What keeps you motivated all these years?
Well, the alternative is not too good. What am I going to do? Stay home and sleep late and keep eating and start deteriorating? We're born. We have to be active. We have to use it, or we lose it.
Yeah, I like
And I think there's very few people, or I don't know of any, that can do this on their own, from their own home, with no instructors like you. It just isn't going to happen. Well, today I don't feel like doing it, and this and that and the other. You have to have a place to go, be with people you look up to, have great camaraderie. and now this is my, I don't view it as a job, but it's my routine. And that's why I do it.
Yeah, fantastic. Hey, let me tell you something. Sometimes I don't want to be here, and then you were here before me.
Right.
And then you put me to shame, and
No.
then I have no choice. I have to do it. So you motivate me. Absolutely,
That's
absolutely.
good.
Well, life lessons. I mean, looking back, what are the most valuable life lessons you have learned from martial arts, and that will carry over to your business and regular life?
Well, one, that having the right place and the right people, mainly you're the one. You go, like you just said, you go when you feel like going, and most of the time you got something else pulling you in another direction. But if you have to be at a 7 o'clock class, you're going to be there at 7, and you go through, and every time that you complete the class, you're going to feel better about yourself, that you've accomplished something. And if you didn't go, you'd feel guilty about it. So you have to have a routine.
Do I ever make people feel guilty?
A little bit. Yes, a little bit.
That's amazing.
But you always do it in a nice way.
Oh, I try not to, but I think I do.
You do.
All right. Well, let's talk about mentorship. I mean, being a mentor is a huge role. I mean, not everybody has that ability. You mentor many people in both business and martial arts. What advice do you give to younger people, younger generation that coming up, behind you?
Well, one, that I learned from my grandmother is that this
You
is
used to call her Bubby, is that right?
Bubby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that something that Jewish people say, or that's something that that was just yours?
Bubby is a Yiddish word
Uh,
for grandmother.
or grandmother?
Yes, a Yiddish way of saying it, so it's Jewish. And they came from the old country and had nothing, became very, very successful. And she taught me all the greatest wisdom is this is the land of opportunity, not a free lunch. And I'm kind of strong about the free lunch part. I
Oh,
don't
I know
approve
that.
of people like that. We're in the greatest country in the world. If you don't make it, it's your fault. Don't blame anybody or anything.
She was a tough lady.
She was tough.
I've heard a lot of stories from you.
Yeah, she was tough.
Man.
And there's no free lunch, and when you do things, there's going to be setbacks and so forth. One thing that martial arts teaches is that if you get knocked down, you got two choices: stay down, get up and fight. And that was her mantra. Don't you just lose round one? Okay, you got round two, and
Yeah.
just don't quit.
We've been through that. You
Yes.
know, both of us. We've seen.
Yep,
You've had
absolutely.
you have had our share of falling down and getting back up.
Yeah,
so.
okay. I don't think there's anyone that ever really achieves anything that hasn't had setbacks or failures. That's what separates the winners from the losers. I don't mean to be blunt about it, but
No, I mean
I believe that.
it's true. Absolutely.
Like she always said, if you get knocked down by, say, she used the example, go in business and you save your money and then you flop. If you go get a job, then you've conceded the race. If you save up again and try again, sooner or later that persistence will pay off.
You know, the next subject is very dear to me, and I want to talk about friendship beyond religion. I mean, that's a very touchy subject. For me, it's been amazing our friendship. Over 40 years of friendship. And even though we come from different backgrounds and different religions, we've never let anything just come between us. I mean, those differences. Although I am not, I mean, yeah, I was born as a Muslim. I never practiced the religion, and I don't believe in any. Really, I don't mean no disrespect to anyone, but I don't believe any organized religion. And of course, religion is a very personal matter. I try not to get into that conversation and discussion with people, but just you and I have been such close friends for 40 years. I remember you took me to a temple for the first time in New York 37, 38 years ago.
Right.
And people were like shocked. Some of my friends says, "Oh, you went to a temple? Are you Jewish?" I said, "No." But yes, I went to a temple. I want to know what it's, I've been to the church as well. So to me, that's just, it's a subject that I run away from. But what is special for us, I call friendship beyond religion, and I hope that many other people can learn from this. That you could come from different background and still love each other and be good friends, and you don't have to fight, because we are facing that right now for years. In this world, that people are killing each other over religion, over beliefs, and that's ridiculous. So tell me, what do you think is the secret was between you and I? I mean, our friendship.
It's based on how we treat each other. That's the essence of the whole thing. To me,
Bingo.
all people got here somehow. How you want to figure that out, that's why we have all these different religions. But the sad part is more people in history have been killed under the guise of religion than any other way. And it's also foolish, because we're all the same. We're all born, we live, and we die. And so why worry? It's just basically how we treat each other.
Absolutely. I have a very strong belief. I always say to my younger students and friends that I talk to, I said, religion does not make the difference. People make the difference.
Absolutely.
is based on how we treat each other, and to me, that's that's the way it should be. Anyway, well, I definitely honor this friendship,
Same here.
and thanks for being there for all these years. Let's talk about. Lastly, I want to talk about the legacy and reflection. What do you think about your journey as a martial artist, businessman, mentor, and friendship? What kind of a legacy are you hoping to leave behind?
I certainly made most every mistake there is,
Right here.
and I've not been perfect, and I've done disservices to people close to me, not on purpose, but when I look back at it in hindsight, I was a workaholic during my life, and I didn't treat the ladies in my life the way I should have, with the dedication that they deserve. And but if I for a legacy is that I'm basically honest. I don't lie. Um, I treat people with courtesy and kindness until I don't receive it back. So I am kind of that way. If somebody is not nice to me, I'm not exactly going to be nice to them either.
Oh, I know that. I've seen your other side. I don't want to mess with you.
That's right. And I think that's part of martial arts too,
Yeah.
is that you're always being peaceful, but if you get cornered or whatever, let's go to it, And so I think that's the legacy, is that I've been a man of my word. I put a big stock in that.
Yes.
And it's brought me a lot. Most of my rewards are the fact that I do what I say.
Oh, I know that for sure. And you know what? Some people are asking me, a lot of people, not in a bad way, why am I doing a podcast? Why now? And it's because I have gained so many good friends in the past 40 years, and my biggest asset in life is my contacts and friendship, and the group that I've created, the family that I've created. So that gives me a chance to have people like you. Podcasts, I don't think it is necessary. I'm going to invite the most famous people. I'm going to invite the most famous, influential people in my life to be on my podcast. So it could be not just about martial arts, but also about life lessons, just like you. I mean, you're a jewel. It's great to have you, and I'm glad that I've had you in my life.
Vice
And
versa.
thanks again for being here. I appreciate you. I always love you, sir.
Okay.
All right. And as the viewers, thanks for being with us for another episode. Please tune in. You could check our episode on Spotify, or please go to YouTube and subscribe and like if you like. All right. Thank you very much and have a wonderful day.